Hey guys, how are you all doing today? Welcome to my channel. I've been on a bit of a break since Indian Wells, so my last video I previewed you the final at Indian Wells, and yeah, I previewed the final for you at Indian Wells. I previewed the tournament. I previewed the semi-final. The whole thing. So the final was the last match, so you got my preview there. I was going to review the Indian Wells final, but there was an injury, so it wasn't really a big match. But what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to preview the Miami tournament today, and I'm going to just add in a minute or so about that Indian Wells final before I start. And I'm also going to talk about Rafael Nadal's injury, right? So let's get it all going, guys. First of all, we're going to talk about the final of Indian Wells. Rafael Nadal was clearly injured. He shouldn't have played. All he was doing, he never had a physical chance to beat Fritz or anyone in the top 100 with that kind of an injury. He didn't have any chance at all to do it. All he had a chance to do is make his injury worse. So Nadal comes out, he plays with the injury, he makes the injury worse. So basically, that's what we had. Sorry about that. So that's what we had. Nadal physically injured. He ended up having some kind of a crack or a fracture in a rib bone, and then trying to play in intense pain. His serve was about 10 miles, 15 kilometers down the normal. He couldn't generate power on the forehand. He just had nothing to offer, so he was just having no chance to win this match. Fritz played a good attacking, big serve, power game, take time away, come to the net on occasion, but no power on his serve and his game, just keeping in the court and not even that fast in defence, sort of a defensive game either. Physically, never having a chance. No threat to Fritz, no power on the serve, no power on the forehand, and Fritz just controlling of his power. And Nadal never really in it because of the injury, and all he's doing is making the injury worse. And getting on to that's the final, but getting onto the injury, indeed, Rafael Nadal did make the injury worse because he's now out of Monte Carlo. There are two possible outcomes for Nadal now. He'll be missed Monte Carlo. One is he's going to play Monte Carlo. He's going to play Barcelona, Madrid, and Rome. Option number two is he'll just play Madrid and Rome. He'll be definitely at Madrid and Rome. We don't know about Barcelona. We've got a 4 to 6 weeks recovery time, so 6 weeks takes you right up until the start of Madrid. So if he's 6 weeks, he'll play there. 4 weeks takes you up to the start of Barcelona. So if it's 4 weeks, he'll be playing Barcelona. If it's 6 weeks, he'll be playing Madrid, Rome, and the French Open. So it's those two kind of options. So that's what it's all about, guys. It's like, but he's lost Monte Carlo because he's stuck in that Indian Wells final, right? And he had no chance to win, and now he's definitely lost Monte Carlo, maybe Barcelona. But the two options for Nadal is to come back Barcelona, have the week off Madrid, Rome, week off French Open, or Madrid, then Rome, then week off, then French Open, right? Those are the two options depending on if it's a 4 to 6 weeks recovery time for Rafael Nadal. This could be a blessing in disguise. Like if he came back and he played Madrid, Rome, French Open, usually he's had a whole long week where he goes Monte Carlo, Barcelona, a week off, Madrid, Rome, week off, French Open. By the time of that, firstly, but he might not be able to get through the French Open at the end of all that tennis. He may be physically broken down. So, like we saw last year, he did better before the French Open. He beat Djokovic in Rome. But by the end of the French Open, the Monte Carlo, Barcelona, Madrid, Rome, French Open, he was tired and physically broken down and didn't have much to offer by the end of the French Open. So there's always the risk that that could happen. And maybe just playing Madrid and Rome It's giving him enough tennis to really come into the French Open with enough tennis, but not too much tennis where he's physically injured and broken down and tired. So it could make him better at the French Open, getting just enough, not too much, not too little. You're great on clay. You don't take much time to adapt, right? So he could do that, but even if he could get through Monte Carlo, Barcelona, Madrid, Rome, French Open, usually not last year, but previous to last year, since like the last 5, 7 years, he does win through the clay court season. He does win the French Open, but when the French Open is over, by the end of the clay court season, he runs into this position, right? Where if he wants to have a chance to play another Grand Slam right after Wimbledon, he needs to take the whole time off between the French Open and Wimbledon because his body won't survive going another 2 weeks in a Grand Slam. That's the problem, right? But then the other thing is he's played on clay for 2 months. He's bad on grass. He needs time to practice on grass to get used to grass. It's not like clay where it's automatic. He needs a lot of time. But then if he puts that time, he's got no rest before Wimbledon, and his body's going to break down at Wimbledon. So he's in that kind of bad choice, right? But now what we could say, if he plays Madrid-Rome, not only will he be fresh at the French Open, but now with him only playing Madrid, Rome in the French Open and then 3 weeks to Wimbledon, he could be completely fresh for Wimbledon, plus have a chance to actually prepare on grass in those 3 weeks before Wimbledon and actually still be fresh after the French Open, where he can have a proper preparation and practice on grass, become good on grass like he did on Wimbledon, maybe even play Queen's Club and even have a week off after the French Open, week off before Wimbledon, play the week in the middle. But because he was off for so many weeks, only played Madrid, Rome, French Open, he's fresh to prepare on grass. So it could help him at the French Open where he's got enough tennis coming in, but not too much where he's injured and tired, and also where he's fresh for Wimbledon and fresh for the 3 weeks in the middle to prepare and maybe play a tournament. So as far as Grand Slams go, he could be helped at the French Open, Wimbledon, maybe later in the year at the US Open too. But short term, it's going to hurt him because he wants the record in everything, like the most Grand Slams, Masters 1000, 500s. He's one behind Federer in 500s. In Barcelona, he could tie. One behind Djokovic. If he won Indian Wells, he could have tied, and then with 3 Masters 1000 on clay, he could have went well ahead. Now he's still behind because he didn't win Indian Wells. He's not going to even tie in Monte Carlo, and it's possible Djokovic could now win Monte Carlo and go 2 ahead. So he's going to be hurt there, but for Grand Slams, French Open, Wimbledon, maybe US Open, he's going to be in a much better position, right? So now I'm going to preview the Miami Masters 1000, right? So let's get into my preview. I'll pull up the draw for you guys. So here we go. I'm going to look at Medvedev's side of the draw because Medvedev has won his first match against Andy Murray. He's going to play Martinez. He'll win that one. He'll play Brooksby or a Goot, probably a Goot. That would be in the quarterfinals. So yeah, he's got he's won his round of 64. He's going to get Brooksby in the round of 32. Yeah, and then what we're going to see, the quarterfinals, that's where he should play a Goot. Yeah. So what I'm saying, he's going to beat Brooksby. He's going to have in the round of 32, he's going to have Martinez. He'll win that in straight sets. The fourth round, just a minute, guys. I'm just working out the rounds here. Anyway, we'll go through it. I might be wrong in which round it is, but like I said, his first round, the round of 64, he beat Murray. The round of 32, then he's going to beat Martinez. Then in the fourth round, he's probably going to come up against a Gooch. Yeah, that'll be the fourth round. I mean, that could be a tight 3-set battles of rallies. but maybe him just having a bit better serve than a Goot, a bit faster, or maybe a bit more consistent in the rallies. I say I would get over the line in this fourth round in 3 tough sets with Goot. Could be 2 tough sets too, somewhere in that variance. But his round of 32 match, he'll beat Martinez easily in straight sets, right? So then he's going to move through to the quarterfinals, and I'm just looking who he's going to play there. Um, yeah, he'll play Hubert Hurkacz in the quarterfinals. Again, it could be 2 tough sets or 3 sets to Medvedev, but Medvedev's going to get his serve back too many times, force him into rallies, move him around, expose his lack of movement and lack of shot tolerance. Because when Hurkacz goes for it, Medvedev's going to defend, get the balls back, make him hit 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shots, and he's going to be impatient, go for too much, have errors. Whereas Medvedev's going to be able to move him around and wait 5, 7, 10 shots, all the shots in the world with patience till he moves the slow guy around and eventually wins the rally. Whereas when he's on defense, Hurkacz will get frustrated and won't be able to hit 7, 8, 10 shots, will go for too much. And in the end, you'll just see Medvedev getting too many balls back, forcing Hurkacz into too many rallies, moving around, exposing the lack of movement, and then having great defense where Hurkacz has to go for too much and hit errors. So 2 tough sets or 3 sets, Medvedev over Hurkacz. Then in the semi-finals, it'll be Tsitsipas. Similar sort of thing. He'll get back too many Tsitsipas serves. This is the semi-finals. He'll force him into too many rallies. He'll grind him down in the long rallies. He'll move Tsitsipas around, expose his lack of movement. Then on defense, he's going to defend great. Force Tsitsipas have to hit 3, 4, 5, 7 shots that are really good shots near the line to end the rally. He's going to get frustrated. He's going to go for too much. And when Tsitsipas is patient, then Medvedev's going to get him in long rallies, move him around, expose his sort of average movement, but just out rally, move the guy around, hit as many shots till you get past his defense. And then if Tsitsipas doesn't want that, he's going to have to attack. Medvedev's going to force him 5, 7, 10 shots. He's going to go for too much, make errors. And I would say 2 sets for Medvedev because he's got the wood on him. But then Tsitsipas got a set at the Australian Open, so we could well go to 3, but 2 to 3. But probably I'll go with 2 sets to Medvedev, so he moves through to the final. Let's look at Zverev's side of the draw now. Zverev has got he beat Fernando Verdasco in his first match. Oh no, sorry, he had a bye, so he played Coric in his first match. He won that. He played Mackenzie McDonald in his second match. He won that. His next match, he's going to play Kokkinakis. I mean, this round, I'm just saying it's going to be go all the way to the top. Sorry, guys, to find the round. I believe it's the fourth round where Zverev will play Kokkinakis. But anyway, it'll be straight sets. He'll win that. He'll just overpower him, move him around. He'll be better at defense, consistency, serving, power, just better in every area. Then he's going to move through to the quarterfinals where he's going to play Casper Ruud. Yeah, Casper Ruud. I mean, he'll overpower Casper Ruud. He's got a bigger serve, more power, but he's got that same consistent rally game as Ruud. But when Ruud's playing the consistent power game, so is Zverev. Zverev is actually overpowering Ruud and constantly moving him around. So the rallies will consist of both guys rallying, Zverev getting more power than Ruud on his rally shot, so Zverev pushing him around. So constant rallies of Zverev standing in the middle and bossing Ruud around, and Ruud being overpowered, constantly running around. Then the other thing, he has a better serve than Casper Ruud and a better return of serve, so he can attack Ruud's second serve, start the rally ahead, boss him around, overpowering him, hit 3, 5, 7 shots with patience and power till he gets past Rudd's defense. On his serve, 3 points on the serve, but also starting rallies ahead, bossing him around, overpowering him, moving him around. 5, 6, 7 shots till he gets past Rudd's defense. It'll be like that, straight sets, but 2 close sets. Rudd will stick in and fight and rally, but he'd just be overpowered on the rally shots, on the serve, on the return of serve. So we're going to just see straight sets, but close sets for Zverev. That's in the quarterfinals. So who's he going to play in the semifinals? Just give me a minute, guys, as I go through this. So I believe the seed on that quarter of the draw has been out. So I mean, yeah, I think it could well be Nick Kyrgios, because I just think he's going to get a free ride for Sinner, and I'm going to say Kyrgios is on fire at the moment. I mean, he's beat Rublev. He destroyed Rublev 6-3, 6-0. So I'm going to say it's going to be a semi-final that will feature Nick Kyrgios against Zverev. They've both got a lot of power on the serve, power on the rally shots. But I really think where Zverev wins this is to say, I can match you, Kyrgios, on the power in the rallies. I can match you on the power and the serve, but I've got more consistency. So I can hit my same amount of winners of you while making less errors. While for you, you're going to go for more. So you've got the power, you've got the winners, but you've got the errors too. Whereas I've got the power, the winners, but less errors. So I'm beating you there by matching with power and winners, but less errors, and matching on the serve. And then the defense. He's got better defense than Kyrgios. So when Kyrgios is in control of the point, the Rev might ask him to hit 2, 3, 4, 5 shots. He ends up having to go for too much and take risks, hit the ball too hard, too close to the line, and make errors. But when Zverev's in control, he's got shot tolerance, he's got patience. He can wait 5, 7, 10 shots till he gets the winner. But also Kyrgios has worse defense. So Kyrgios won't make him want to go for too much because he'll move Kyrgios around and the balls won't be coming back. But when Kyrgios is in control, he'll make Kyrgios hit the extra shot. And Kyrgios doesn't have the shot tolerance. So basically, he's going to match Kyrgios with power, serve, and power in the rally, but have better shot tolerance and less errors, and have better defense. So Kyrgios will be just tied with his power game and serve, but he'll lose, but he'll have more errors than Zverev, and he won't have the defense that Zverev has. So that's going to put Zverev over the top, but because Kyrgios is on fire, I'm going to say 3 sets to 0. So, guys, then we're going to end up with a Medvedev-Zverev final here in Miami. And I'm going to say Medvedev is going to win in 3 sets. And because it's a slow hard court, Medvedev is going to be able to get enough Zverev serves back to force him into long rallies. And Zverev will try to shorten the points with his power game. But you'll find it hard to get through Medvedev's defense on this slow hard court. So when he can't get through Zverev can't get through Medvedev's defense, then Medvedev is going to get him into long grinding rallies, move the big guy around, expose his lack of movement, and just be long grinding rallies with him moving Zverev around. And then when Zverev doesn't want these long rallies, doesn't want to be out rallied by Medvedev, which he'll be forced into the long rallies, because the slow court, Medvedev will get back his serves, force him into rallies. When he tries to shorten the point, Medvedev will get most of the balls back because Medvedev is fast, the court is slow. So then to hit a winner, Zverev has to hit the ball too hard, too much power, too close to the line. Then there's risk, then there's errors when he doesn't want to go for that. Then it's long rallies with Medvedev moving Zverev around and exposing his lack of movement, right? And it's just going to come down to that. that the court is a slow, hard court, that Medvedev can get the balls back, both on defense in the rallies and Zverev's serve, and force Zverev into rallies. And when Zverev tries to shorten the rally, he can't get past Medvedev's defense on a slow court. So he's going for too much, too close to the line, making errors. Or if you don't go for it, you're just in long grinding rallies where Medvedev's moving you around, exposing your lack of movement. You're not going to win there. Then you have to go for too much, and then you hit the errors because you hit it too hard, too close to the line. But they are quite close. The Rev hasn't been playing well lately, but last year he was great. It looks like he's getting his game back, so we'll give him a set. But in the end, it's going to be Zverev will have to hit too many errors and hit the ball too hard, too close to the line to shorten the point. His serve won't be as effective on the slow court. Medvedev gets him into long rallies and just moves him around and out rallies him. And Zverev's power game, having more power in the rallies and power on the serve, Medvedev really is able to get the serve back on the slow court and get back Zverev's powerful shots in the rally, force him to go for too much, or force it to be long rallies where Medvedev's moving Zverev around, out rallying him. So I'm saying, guys, this match will be Medvedev beats Zverev in 3 sets, and Daniel Medvedev of Russia, a former Moscow native, will be your 2022 Miami Open champion, Daniel Medvedev, beating Alexander Zverev in 3 sets. So that's my video for today, guys. Subscribe, bell notification, and thumbs up, please, and make a comment. Give me your thumbs up, guys. Subscribe, and really the bell notification. Be back here for my next video. I believe that it'll be I'm going to preview the semi-finals right before it when I have the updated form of how all the guys are playing, and I know the exact players involved in the semi-final. So the day before those semi-finals, I'll preview the Miami Open semi-finals, and then the day before the final, the following day, I'll preview the Miami Open final. But the Miami Open semi-finals are Saturday, so probably around Friday, Saturday. Come back here for my next video where I'll preview the Miami Open semi-finals. See you guys around Friday, Saturday. But until then, subscribe, bell notification, thumbs up. That's my video for today. I'll see you guys Friday, Saturday for my semi-final preview. Don't forget subscribe, bell notification, thumbs up. Bye for now, guys. Thanks for watching. See you at the end of the week. Bye for now.